Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to RaeVibes. Introducing Understanding Childhood Trauma. Today, we dive into the sensitive yet essential topic of childhood trauma. This subject is not only relevant, but crucial for understanding how our early experiences can significantly impact our emotional, psychological, and even physical health throughout our lives. As we unpack the nuances of childhood trauma, we will explore its causes, effects, and potential pathways to healing, supported by scientific insights and research. Our goal is to foster a deeper understanding of this often overlooked issue, enabling us to support ourselves and others more effectively. Childhood trauma refers to the emotional and psychological distress that arises from negative experiences during the formative years of a child's life. This trauma can stem from various sources, including physical abuse, emotional neglect, sexual abuse, domestic violence, and exposure to substance abuse or mental illness within the family. Importantly, trauma can also result from more subtle factors, such as a chaotic home environment, the loss of a loved one, or parental separation. The American Psychological Association defines trauma as an emotional response to a distressing event. However, the impact of trauma extends beyond mere emotional reactions. It can alter brain development, influence behavior, and affect overall well-being. Understanding these layers of trauma is critical for recognizing its long-lasting effects. Research has revealed that childhood trauma can have profound implications on brain development. According to studies conducted by the National Institute of Mental Health, adverse childhood experiences, ACEs, can lead to changes in brain structure and function, particularly in areas responsible for stress response, emotion regulation, and cognitive processing. For instance, a study published in Neuroscience and Biobehavioral Reviews indicates that children who experience significant trauma may exhibit altered levels of cortisol, a hormone associated with stress, which can affect their ability to cope with stress in the future. Moreover, trauma can influence genetic expression through a phenomenon known as epigenetics. This field of study examines how environmental factors can activate or deactivate certain genes, thereby influencing an individual's susceptibility to mental health disorders. A landmark study published in Nature demonstrated that children who experienced trauma exhibited epigenetic changes that could increase their risk for anxiety, depression, and other psychological conditions later in life. Childhood trauma can be categorized into two primary types: acute and chronic trauma. Acute trauma results from a single isolated event, such as a car accident or a natural disaster. In contrast, chronic trauma stems from ongoing, repetitive experiences, such as living in an abusive household or enduring persistent bullying at school. Both types can lead to a range of emotional and psychological challenges, but chronic trauma often has more pervasive effects. Furthermore, trauma can be classified into three categories: interpersonal trauma, community trauma, and collective trauma. Interpersonal trauma occurs within the context of personal relationships, such as family dynamics. Community trauma refers to events that impact entire communities, like gang violence or natural disasters. Collective trauma involves larger societal events, such as war or genocide, affecting whole populations. The repercussions of childhood trauma can manifest in various ways, impacting emotional, psychological, and physical health. Emotionally, children may experience heightened anxiety, depression, anger, or feelings of helplessness. These emotional responses can persist into adulthood, leading to difficulties in relationships, career challenges, and struggles with self-esteem. Psychologically, trauma can result in the development of various mental health disorders. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM-5, identifies post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, as a condition that can arise after experiencing or witnessing a traumatic event. Symptoms of PTSD can include intrusive thoughts, flashbacks, hypervigilance, and emotional numbness. Physically, childhood trauma has been linked to numerous health problems later in life. Research published in JAMA Internal Medicine highlights the connection between childhood trauma and chronic health issues, such as heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. The long-term effects on physical health may stem from the body's chronic stress response, which can lead to inflammation and other physiological changes. Recognizing the signs of childhood trauma can be challenging, especially because children may not always express their feelings verbally. Instead, they might exhibit behavioral changes, such as withdrawal, aggression, or regression to earlier developmental stages. Symptoms may also include difficulty concentrating, trouble sleeping, or sudden changes in academic performance. Parents, educators, and caregivers play a vital role in identifying and addressing these signs. Open communication and fostering a safe environment can encourage children to express their emotions and seek help. Mental health professionals can also provide support through trauma-informed therapy, which focuses on understanding the impact of trauma on an individual's life. Healing from childhood trauma is a complex process that often requires professional guidance and support. Trauma-informed therapy approaches, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, have shown efficacy in helping individuals process and integrate their traumatic experiences. Cognitive behavioral therapy focuses on identifying and challenging negative thought patterns and behaviors associated with trauma. This therapeutic approach empowers individuals to develop healthier coping mechanisms and reframe their perceptions of the traumatic event. On the other hand, EMDR is a specialized therapy that utilizes bilateral stimulation to facilitate the processing of traumatic memories, allowing individuals to reduce their emotional charge and integrate their experiences. In addition to professional therapy, self-care practices can also play a significant role in healing. Mindfulness techniques, such as meditation and deep breathing exercises, can help individuals manage anxiety and promote emotional regulation. Engaging in physical activities, creative outlets, and building supportive social networks can also contribute to healing and resilience. A robust support system is crucial for individuals healing from childhood trauma. This network may include family members, friends, educators, and mental health professionals. Open communication within these relationships fosters trust and safety, allowing individuals to share their experiences and emotions without fear of judgment. Support groups can also provide a valuable space for individuals to connect with others who have similar experiences. Sharing stories and coping strategies can help normalize feelings of isolation and encourage a sense of belonging. Moreover, educational resources can equip families and caregivers with the knowledge and skills needed to support children who have experienced trauma. As we delve into the depths of childhood trauma, it's crucial to acknowledge its profound impact on individuals and society. The understanding of trauma has evolved significantly in recent years, leading to increased awareness and more resources for healing. In my opinion, one of the most vital steps we can take is to foster open conversations about trauma and its effects. By breaking the stigma surrounding this topic, we can create a more supportive environment for those who have experienced trauma. It is essential that we prioritize mental health education in schools and communities to empower individuals to seek help and support. Understanding childhood trauma is not just a matter of individual healing. It is about creating a more compassionate and understanding society for everyone. In conclusion, childhood trauma is a multifaceted issue that requires our attention and understanding. By recognizing the causes and effects of trauma, we can better support those who have experienced it and work towards healing. The impact of trauma extends beyond the individual, affecting families, communities, and society as a whole. By fostering open discussions, encouraging professional support, and building robust networks, we can help individuals navigate the path to recovery and resilience. Thank you for joining us on the RaeVibes channel as we explore these essential topics. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you have or know someone who is going through some traumas. Together, we can create a world that acknowledges and addresses the profound effects of childhood trauma. See you next time, and as always, see ya.